Okay, welcome friends. Now in this video we will be doing further commands for the basic modeling. The very first thing is, as I have told you in the last video, you need to press some keys to go to some particular views. Let's say uh, here is a box, right? Of any dimension you have made the box. Now if I want to go to the top view, I will simply press T. Now I am into the top view. If I want to go to the front view, press F, right? If I want to go to the perspective view, press P. Or if I want to see the left view, I will be pressing L, right? So right now it is just a simple box, so it will be not that much contrasting to see the different views of a single box. Let's start from the perspective view. So this is the box which we have made. Let's give the dimensions to this box. Select the box, go to the modifier, and you will see the length, width, height values are given. So let's say I have given some dimensions, right? These are some of the dimensions. If I want to turn on or off the grid, I will simply press G, right? Just go out of this command first, then press G. You can turn on or off the grid. In the top view, you can see the grid is there. I will press G. I can turn off. Left view, I am turning it off. Front view, I am turning the grid off. So in the perspective view, you can see the solid box, but I want to see the wireframe. So which key is used for this one? For viewing the wireframe, we have to press F3, right? So grid is still there, press G. So in the wireframe, you can see by just pressing F3 key, you can go into the wireframe mode, or you can come out of the wireframe mode, right? So in any of the view, you can see I can turn on the solid view, right? Now at this point, you can see you can only able to see Z, Y and X axis, but I want to see some commands onto this one. Which commands I will be telling you. So we are normally using three commands into this one. First one is arrow. Using, if you want to move any object from point A to point B, you need to use these arrows. So from where you can see these arrows? From W. If you will press W key onto the keyboard, you can see these arrows. Okay, while pressing W, you can see these arrows. Where this command will be useful, I'll be telling it shortly. And just along with that, there is a E key. If you will press E on the keyboard, you can see this rotate command. You can see over here. Okay, in any of the direction, you can rotate this object, right? Okay, now I have pressed Ctrl Z, so it went back to the default sizes. Okay, so W key is for the move command, E is used for the rotation, and R key is used for resizing the object. In any of the direction, you can just resize the object. Okay, now move command. Let's say I have created one more object, one more box over here, okay, of any random dimensions. After making something, press escape key to come out of the command. Okay, that is very important. At every step, once you have given some dimensions, press escape key, you will be out of the command. Now if I want to move this command, I need this arrow. So from where we have we have made this available from W. Just press W on the keyboard, you can go to this command, right? So you can see these commands from here also. Move, this is rotate, you can see, or this one is resize, right? So for this you can see on the screen W is written. From this the shortcut is E for this resizing. Okay, for this it is R. Okay, from R button you can use this command. So it is quite clear for everyone uh, how we can use these commands. So pressing this arrow, press and hold the object, press and hold the object. You can move the object to in any of the direction. You can select that particular axis. Let's say I have selected this y axis, so I can move this one in this direction. If I have selected, once that axis is selected, it becomes yellow. Okay, so I can select the object, I can move this in that direction. If I have selected x-axis, so I can move in this direction. Same is for the other object. Now its x-axis is yellow, so I can move it in this direction. If y-axis is selected, so it will be moved in this direction only, right? So rotate. Okay, before using this command I would recommend your this option should be turned on, angle snap tool. Okay, this one, angle snap toggle, the shortcut for that is A, right? It is written. So just do right click on this. Okay, you need to do first select that using left click, then do right click onto it. This dialog box will get open in front of you. Over here angle is written, into the options angle is written. Make sure this angle is 90° set, else you can set as per your convenience, whatever the requirement for your modeling is there. So I will recommend this should be selected as 90. Why? Because once we are into this rotate command, it will be, its least count for the angle will be 90°. So it will be rotated into the 90° only, in whatever the direction you are rotating, it will be rotating into the 90°, right? So there will be no chances of errors into the difference in the angle. If I have not selected this one and you are using rotate command, so it will be something like this. So it is up to you in whatever the way you want to use the command. First thing is this one, this should be turned on, very important thing. The next thing is into this snap toggle, just press S or select this one and make sure only vertex is selected. This vertex is selected for this one, not the other one, only vertex. The other one you will be selected as per your requirement, but over here at this basic level I will recommend you to just keep this selected vertex. Why? Now vertex is selected and this command is turned on. Now you can see, let's see, this command is turned off. Now I want to join this piece with this piece. So what you will be doing, you will be making it something like this, then you will be making like this. So at none of the point you will be able to meet these two corners. If I want to touch this box with exactly this box, so it will be quite difficult to be precise in joining these two corners. So this software is having this feature. Just select it and make the vertex turned on. Now once you will see, if you will hover the cursor onto the object selected which you want to move, okay, you just keep the mouse closer to that particular corner which you want to join to other object's corner. You will see your plus sign over here. You can see the plus sign. As you move closer to this corner, the plus sign will be there. Now click and hold this corner, click, left click and hold this and move to whatever the corner you want to join it. You can see it is automatically joining this. If I want to make over here, it will automatically join to that corner. You can see. Now leave it and turn this snap toggle off. It's up to you. Now I will be rotating. How we are rotating the object? Press and hold Alt key on the keyboard. What you need to do, press and hold Alt key on the keyboard and press and hold the wheel key on the mouse, the center wheel on the mouse. Now you can rotate, move the mouse, you can rotate this freely in whatever the direction you want this to be, right? So if I want to see this on the multiple frame view, on the top I want top view, right? Over here front view, over here left view. I will be turning off the grids also. Over here perspective view, right? So I will be making every viewport solid, right? So in whatever the direction you want to move this, let's select that one, keep and hold and join it with the other corner. So you can see the same changes you will be able to see on the other viewports. Whatever the changes you will be making, it will be changed onto the other viewports. So I want to make this viewport, perspective viewport, of a bigger size. I will select, press Alt plus W. Okay. So this is how we will be using move command and rotate command only after selecting these options into the angle 90 degree, into this one vertices. So whenever you are moving those things freely, turn this off. Okay, I would recommend. You will be able to understand this thing later when you will be drawing the model on your own systems. So once you need to join any two things, just turn it off, and let's say this corner I will select and hold and press this, so it will be perfectly aligned to that one, right? So this is how you will be using these move commands, rotate and resize command. Resize is not that much important right now because we are at the very basic level. You can rather change the size of that object. If I will be selecting this object, you can rather change the size of this object, right? So you can try any of the shape onto your system for drawing and combining or making something big model using these small shapes, right? So this is how. And the next thing is, once you are into the default shading, the solid view of something, there is a key, F4 key. Press F4, you can see the difference. Once I will press F4, you will see there are some lines onto the edges. Okay, it is not visible right now that much clearly, so let's change something. Select the box. Now see, you can able to see those lines. F4, now white lines, right? So why these lines are there? If you have provided some segments to this box, you can see length segments, width segments, height segments are given. Let's increase. Okay, now it's up to you. That will be required when you are into the advanced level of the modeling. So I can provide any number of segments to this one. Why segments are required? Okay, why segments are required? You can see if I am drawing something very smooth, tube. Okay, this tube. Okay, some default segments are there. No need to worry. You can select and go to the modifier. You can see the segments. Into the height segment, there are a number of segments you can create, but it is the need of the requirement, right? Now into the side segments, if I am reducing the segments to 5, that shape will be very rough. As I am increasing the number of segments, you can see the object is quite smooth, right? So this is the need of segments. So we will be discussing about the segments also into the next tutorial. Till that, you can work with these basic modelings. In the next video we'll be making on to the edit poly, which we can use, right, into the going to the modifier command, right? There is edit poly. You can go from here also, or you can just, let's say, you can select any of the object, right click, convert to edit poly, so that object will be converted to edit poly. So we'll be later on using this command for modifying the objects as per the segments. So thank you everyone.